my name's Michelle and I'm one of the Sustainability Sisters, and I'm going to be showing you how to make your lovely, beautiful, bespoke wreath. Okay, so what's in the box? We've got, I'll just switch my camera and show you. Okay, so in your box you should have a willow ring, some garden twine, and then all your beautiful foliage and accessories. You'll need a pair of kitchen scissors or some secateurs, and then you're good to go. So firstly, just a little bit about the wreath ring that we use. It's made out of willow sticks, so if you wet them, they become flexible, and then you can create this beautiful wreath shape. And of course, we're using garden twine just so that it can go straight in the compost heap after this. So trying to keep it as natural as possible. So the first thing that you need to do when you're creating a wreath is to tie on the string. So literally use the garden twine and pull as tight as you possibly can and knot that. Make it really, really tight so you're creating a really strong base. And then with the twine, just wrap it round, pull it tight 2 or 3 times, and then you get a really good starting point for your wreath. So we're using a method called winding on, so there's no cutting, right? It's just right till the very end of the wreath that you will cut this string. So we just use the bobbin just to wind the string on. So creating a wreath is all about lots of small bundles which you attach to the wreath. So I generally do 3 to 4 pieces of foliage, and what you're looking for really here is a few different textures in your little bundle. So I've got some laurel here. You would start with the spruce really, so it's almost like a little carrier for the rest of the foliage, and then you just have a little play around really and see what you think looks nice. So I've got some laurel, some cypress, and a little bit of ivy. As most people do, I love eucalyptus, so I'm going to have that on there. So you're just creating a lovely little bundle, like so, trying to line it all up. And the trick is then to try and get your stems here all to the same length. So you're creating a nice little point. So the shape that you're looking for is a fan shape. So yeah, so that's my first bundle. So I'm going to put it on the bind point here, and then using my string, I'm going to pull that really, really tight. There we go. Just take that bit away. So there's your first bundle, and you can see that this is straight on top of the wreath. So try and keep it nice and straight. Just go around again to make sure. Pull it really, really tight. So there's your first bundle. So depending on the look that you're going for, you could just replicate those 4 different pieces of foliage right the way around your wreath, and then it would be completely symmetrical and quite and identical all the way around. Personally, I prefer a bit more of a natural style, so I just like to mix up the different foliages that I'm going to use, and I think it makes it a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to make my next bundle. I'm going to start again with the laurel, because that's the biggest leaf that I have. And then I'm going to put some more of the cypress on. Oh. More of the ivy, And then I'm going to use a little bit of this shrub, which, sad to say, I don't know the name of, but again, it's a lovely different colour, a lovely light green with a sort of white back. So again, this adds a little bit more interest into the wreath. So same idea, just going to cut it all off so it's all nice and straight. And then I'm going to lay this bundle on top of this bind point here to make sure that you don't see any of the openings. There we go. Again, this bundle is just slightly inverted to the ring center. Pulling it really tight. So there you go. You can already see we've got something beautiful going on. So you can see that we're forming a lovely curve around the top and also the inside of the wreath. So I've got some nice bay leaf here as well. So I'm going to put that into my next bundle. Put my little pile over here. So we've chosen to go for 3 this time, and then this third bundle goes just slightly slanted to the outside of the ring. And then again, wind it round. Pull it really tight. Okay, so this is the technique that we will repeat across the whole of the wreath now. So you laid the first part straight on top of the wreath, the second one slightly slanted to the inside of the wreath, and the third one is slightly slanted to the outside of the wreath. So you're building a lovely curve outside of the wreath and also inside of the wreath. So this will just continue with this formation, creating these little fan shapes with 3 or 4 pieces of foliage. Right, so we just want to tuck in that last bunch. Sure it goes underneath the leaf, so you're hiding the string at all times. Pull it really tight. And there we go. So round. So there's our beautiful wreath shape. Just going to tie off the string now. So leave yourself quite a long piece, long length of string, tie it off, cut it off even, and then wrap it round a couple more times, making sure really, really tight. You see all your beautiful hard work here, so you can just turn it round, thread your string through the willow ring, which is a little bit tricky. So there's your beautiful natural wreath. So you need to hold your wreath up now and have a look at it and see how it looks. Is there anything that needs snipping off or tweaking a little bit? So you hold it up and have a really good look at it. I can see a little gap there. So if you've got any gaps, all you need to do is really twist and pull your foliage around and you should be able to fix your gap. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to put a loop on my wreath now. This was the top. So I literally need to go behind all the foliage. Just make yourself a little knot. A bit tight. Snip it off. So you've got something to hang it on your door now. So here we go. So this is the fun part that you can really then personalize your wreath. You can put on lots of different things. We've got the orange slices, which you can put on this way, using your moss pins. It's quite tricky this, so you just to find the soft bit, push them through and then stick them. So you can go for one, you can go for two, really you can have them completely symmetrical if that's what you like. You can just have, you can put them this way, chuck them in. There's so many different ways to present your wreath. I quite like the little tucked in way, really, quite subtle. You can also put on things like hydrangea head. This has been dried. Something like a succulent plant, pussy willow, cones. It's really up to you. You can put baubles on, tree decorations. Lots of people now put initials of their family on there. So yeah, there's all sorts of things that you can do to really make it completely bespoke. So I'm just going to finish this off now, adding in a few little bits. Just need to play around to see what design you like. So here we are. This is our final product. Beautiful wreath made out of laurel leaves, a bit of cypress, eucalyptus and ivy. A few bay leaves in there, and we just added in some personal touches with some orange slices, the cinnamon sticks and the pussy willow. So every time you come through your door, you'll have that lovely Christmas smell. So so I hope you've found that really helpful and really useful, and you know, you really can't go wrong when you make wreaths. If something doesn't look right, you can just go back one step, take that bundle off, and redo the bundle and then add it back in again, and keep standing back, looking at what you've got and seeing if you've got the lovely curves, that there's no gaps created, there's no gaps being created. And then when you've finished the wreath, it's really important just to step back and have a look, and then you can always just poke a few extra bits of foliage in there just to take any gaps away. So enjoy your evening making the wreaths. I hope you like the canapes and the drinks. Hope you're adding it into some gin or Prosecco. Sure I will be. So yeah, Merry Christmas. Hope you have lots of fun. Bye bye.